Hello, hello, here we are yet again. Today we're playing the Talos Principle. The philosophy game about the robots. And what it means to be a man, etc., etc., etc. This one's pretty fun, although it was getting pretty challenging. And I did notice there are 3 freaking campaigns. That's insane. We'll finish the first one, see where we're at. But let's continue. We took a peek in the tower, and, I don't know, tower brings death, yada yada yada. Oh yeah, there's like this puzzle room, which I don't know if I have all the necessary faculties. I got this little Guga. Ah, I see. Can't even go inside there. Interesting. Well. Okay, so he does interrupt it. Bummer. Come on! I'm here for excellent... That's true. I was having deep thoughts about, like, you know, what does it mean when we talk? Is it just simple repetition? Are we not, but, you know, just the, angles of our words? How you doing, Mad Hat? It's good to see you. I've been doing a lot of contemplation like that. Some blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's just what comes out of my mouth at all times. Fascinating. I can get on the outside with this. Oh... Ladies and gentlemen, I have solved the puzzle. I think I have solved the puzzle. Okay, I have not solved the puzzle. So, getting this, I don't know, once we're getting kind of like, you know, the 4-hour range on this game, my brain kind of turns to goo, but... I'm pretty stoked on how far it's gone, and the philosophy aspect is phenomenal, in my opinion. I don't know, I'm practicing my double-think strategy. I'm sorry, what's happening here? I don't even know why I'm desperately trying to get into this tower. I mean, if Elohim says I shouldn't, why would I try? Actually, hold up. Can I see this from any angle? Here, I believe. I'm having a thought. Sorry, this is just a warm-up puzzle. But this one seems to be going pretty deep in the simulation theory. Of just going like, it seems like we had an apocalypse. And they downloaded AI into like what was left of the internet. And presumably... Okay. I feel like I have half of this puzzle in my head. Like, how? Right there. That's how we're doing it. I should probably get the first half. Cool. I don't know if this is considered brute forcing the puzzle or actually just, like, solving it, but... Oh. Wait, where's the window? There was a window, was there not? I have a game with not only good puzzles, but good backstory. Exactly. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like, sometimes a puzzle game for the sake of puzzles is all well and good, but... Okay. Maybe I get a box. Maybe that's the solution. Right, that's a wall. The game has actually been a... one thing I did enjoy about this game is it seems to have, like, very basic tutorial, but it teaches you by action on how to do things. I cannot get back there. Fascinating. Wait, is it possible to get back there? But yeah, the evolution, kind of like how it has those star puzzles. Which I was talking to somebody. I think I'm going to try a couple of those. Maybe I should go for the star puzzle acquisition. I mean, ditching puzzles in a puzzle game sounds like a cop-out. Let me stare at this for a second. It's also telling a couple separate tales. They have this one where it seems to be like this, you know, epic story about a Greek character. But it seems everybody seems to be some kind of, like, crazy monstrous machine. Which is kind of cool. I mean, they've probably done that with, like, Nier Automata or something along those lines, but I feel the demographic of, you know, machine world emulating myth. It's kind of a cool angle. Why is this so elaborate? So... yeah, there's no way I'm gonna see that from over here. There's no shorter way. I think I figured it out. So, right. Everything was a red herring. Everything. I think the solution is numbers over quality. Quantity over quality. So, see how we have this? The little Zappy-Doo can only be in one spot at once, right? So, that means we're going to go at this angle. Plop her down. And then call this technique the endless drip feed. Can I please? Thank you. Well, this is awkward. Okay. Let's rethink this. I'll stick you here. Oh, maybe we do want to be on the outside. Because then we're not crossing the beams. That's so rude. I can shoot a beam, however. Another theory. What happens if I connect... Just disconnect that for a second. Bring it on. I don't mind a question at all. There we go. Haha! Victory! All right, an external device manager. List. Certainly look... Truth. Never mind! Well, okay. Say my roads always go towards a, I was going to ask that the floating machine going back and forth would play... Yeah, it ended up needing to do so, and it was just basically I needed 2 beams attaching because it only block 1 at a time. And every time it blocks 1, it restarts, unless there's another beam in it. Alright, so what are we looking at? Device Manager is loading, scanning external devices. Floor Access Control. I would like you to unlock number 3, please. I would like you to unlock number 2, please. Yes. Oh, okay, and then requires code. Very well. Oh. I wonder if there's a, I wonder if there is a method. There's a couple puzzle games that, like, focus on coding. I'd be interested to try those, but I don't speak the language. Although I'd be interested to learn coding that way. Auxiliary stairway access control. Your software has expired. There's always open mode now. Okay. Four. Now, one thing I've been puzzling all day. I told you some of the things I got from the wedding are just like a bunch of leftovers. And one of those leftovers, like 20 pounds of grapes. And I could not for the life of me think what the hell I should do with grapes. Like, what recipe takes grapes? I threw some in a chicken salad, but you can only make so much of that. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord GD. In 6 days, this is a conspiracy of the government, Illuminati, and international Darwinism. International Darwinism, okay. This is global warming 2.0. A lie told by the children of Beelzebub. Science. Okay. Do not let them take your liberty. Exodus 21:24. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, and artificial and poppery. Okay, so we can't like popes either. Toss them into a shredded chicken. Yeah, that's what I did earlier today, because another thing I got was an entire tray of croissants, and I didn't want them to go bad. So I did make some chicken salad. Boiled the chicken, though. Throw a bunch of the, like, onions and tomatoes when I boiled the chicken breast. That's like kind of the secret of a Mexican restaurant, is basically instead of frying the chicken, roasting the chicken, which dries it out, we boil it. Preemptive dishwasher protest. Do something later. Oh, okay. I like that. Get the, get the protest out of the way before it happens. Just so that, you can go to work when you need to. Athena Reborn, a novel. Theogony, Zeus Speaks, The Lost Children of Hephaestus. That sounds so cool. Dreams of the Labyrinth, Silence of Eris and Nightfall, Athena and the Garden of Hesperides. Buried City, The Riddles of the Sphinx. I think I've read some of those. Age of Faith, The Madness of Chaos. The Council of Zeus, Skepsis and Synthesis, The Judgment of Hephaestus. Reflected. Why would we have a judgment from Hephaestus of all people? All he wants to do is make stuff. Human reproduction. Oh boy. Surely, if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systematically, we may say that it has a reproductive system. Archive a lot. And how few of the machines are there that have not been produced systematically by other machines? But it is man who makes them do so. Yes, but it is not insects that make many of the plants reproductive. And would not whole families of the plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by this class of agents utterly foreign to themselves? Each one of ourselves has sprung from minute animalcules whose entity and entirely distinct from its own, and are acted in kind, no thought or heed of what we might think about it. These little creatures are part of their own reproductive system. Then why not we part of that of the machines? Isn't that kind of the theory of singularity? Like, you get to the point where machines create machines, which create everything else. which adheres to the, you know, they are able to technologically reproduce beyond ourselves. Okay, so I opened a door that I am unable to get through. Puzzles within puzzles. Perhaps there's another door up here. What? Do I go to floor 2? I don't know, it's one thing that everybody is all doom and gloom about AI. I'm kind of excited for it, to see kind of like what the next step of technological evolution holds. See how it shapes our society. I mean, like, change is going to happen whether we like it or not. In my opinion, it's best to get on board. Don't just peek, do it! Oh, I do not have the requisite reds. Very well. Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he has still some tricks up his sleeve. Thanks, Sheep. So Sheep has decided to climb the tower. Interesting. So we're going to spend some mental energy early on while I have it on trying to figure out some of those star puzzles. Because I'm kind of curious as to what's in that room. So how you been doing, DJ? It's good to see you. Glad to have you here.
My child,
Whoop.
have you been tempted by the tower?
Well, yeah. Have you seen it?
It holds only death for you.
Why, you gonna kill me? Or does it like Pandora's box where it hit? Tired and bored? Oh no. Oh good, I'm glad you're doing alright. I've been fighting that off, kind of getting in the, yeah. I'm kind of at the butt end of my vacation, so I'm kind of dreading going back to work and finding the routine. But I feel like finding some structure and like that's going to help with a, you know, perking it up a little bit, for lack of a better phrase.
I have promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
I don't know if that's true. You only have eternal life if you serve a purpose greater than your own? I feel like if you had eternal life, you'd serve whatever frickin' purpose you serve. You'd just be a force of nature at that point. Eternal. Yeah. Okay, so first, the question lies, where is that star? I don't think I've ever... Oh my god! Glad we had this talk. That's another thing about puzzle games which I truly appreciate, is the ability to, like, die in them. There is such a thing as messing up a puzzle so bad that it just ends you. Now we'll find all those exits. But speaking of which, I've been taking a peek at those Myst remasters. I haven't picked them up yet, but... Right? Seriously? Have I not solved this? Oh, it's because I died. There you go. Now, where's the stars? Yeah. That was a conversation I had with one of my cousins. She was in from California, And she was just kind of talking about, like, collecting hobbies. Her dad's about to retire and stuff like that, and he's just, like, dreading it and not having anything to do. Which I could see would lead to long, boring days, as you mentioned there. But I feel like the acquisition of hobbies is crucial. Just because, I don't know. What else would you do? Yeah. Yeah. I know that I tend to get a skill envy. It's the point where I see somebody who's really good at something, and it's like, hey, I can do that, and then I just kind of keep doing it until I can do it. Like, I once watched a 90-year-old Japanese man make a chair out of wood. I'm sure he's been doing it for generations. But god damn it, I want to try woodworking. Not really looking for puzzle pieces, per se. Where the heck is the star? I guess that's the first puzzle, is finding it. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is where I started the game. Through the majesty of Roman architecture. Or Greek. Either or. I do like the red brickwork, though. The star was inside of you all the time. I like just the little blurb of, you know, esotericism. Or esoteric knowledge. Now here's the question. Is it like a, you know, full star? A neutron star? Well, we got a lever here. Interesting. I was hearing something over here. I guess that was just the gun. My senses have failed me. Oh, speaking of strange esotericism, I was trying out the games on one of the days off. You know, I got like 10 minutes. I install one, take a look, see how it is. I got to one that was really bizarre. It was called Squirrel Stapler. And I bet you can imagine what it's about. But needless to say, that one was very strange. I think it was done by the same... Yeah. Wasn't it done by the same guy who did Dusk? Like, he's pretty famous for doing those kind of one-shot little horror games. Kind of like Iron Lung and stuff like that. Some of them are really good. My personal favorite being The Music Machine. That's a game that influenced a lot of D&D games. Yeah. And honestly, I really appreciate games like that. Like, maybe, sure, they're kind of walking simulators. Sure, they have very minor puzzles, but, like, you know, it's the journey. Kind of leads to the ultimate question of, like, a lot of games. Like, take The Witcher, take you know, all those super famous ones. After you get all, like, kind of that crazy fighting folks with swords, then what do you got? Was there a purpose to it all? Okay, I do not have the foggiest idea where the star is. It's presumably back there. feel like I'm solving these puzzles just to get a mere glimpse of something amiss. Now, this is kind of a, you know, we'll do it a little trust walk, but if you haven't played this game before and don't actively know where it is, I totally welcome a, you know, hypotheses. Because it's just not as fun if I just play it by myself. I've been trying to implement participation in a puzzle game. Well, I don't see nothing. Today, please. Watch, that's where the star is. Nope, not there. Don't mess with me, bomb. Okay, after this level, then I'll pursue a world. Then we'll clear a world, and then we'll see if we can find another star. That's going to be the format we try to go with. Yeah, I'm actually running into the problem that I can't tell where I've been. There we go. This looks like a place a star would be. Beep, 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 boop. Oh, you're just my favorite person today. You've been exploring that fancy pants tower of his, haven't you? I have. I just love it when he doesn't get his way. What do you see? Just more puzzles? Figures. Did you get in trouble? Tell me, did he even notice? Said something about smiting you. He tried that a long time ago. I don't think he'll try again. Needless to say, I think you can afford to push a little bit further before risking anyone's wrath. Of course, it's entirely up to you, isn't it? Terminating sports lesson? Isn't that the whole crux of the game, the Stanley Parable? Is kind of the illusion of choice? Kind of like saying it's entirely up to you. I mean, yes, it's entirely up to me whether I play this game or not. But at the end of the day, the objective's there. And the question is, what's the purpose of pursuing it? I'm kind of curious. One thing that I do enjoy about this story is it's kind of drawing out and kind of saying, like, yes, trust me, this is going somewhere poignant. I'll get some form of understanding. Or at least, you know, the game will probably wax poetical and, you know, talk me into something. Some form of understanding. I don't know. It kind of seems, if not just the puzzles themselves, the objective's worth it. To me, at least. There's no, like, fancy switches, places to jump. Nah. Ain't got your fancy schmancy objectives out here. Oh my goodness. What's this? What the hell am I doing with the paint? Can I take the paint? I can. What the heck am I gonna do with paint? Is there an unpainted wall? Do I have a brush? Do I dump my robot hand in there and give it a little splishy splash? Oh boy. Now the question is, has anything been, you know, less white than it should be? Aha! What? What is this? Okay. These trials must be clear if you're reading this. Neither. Lied about the tower, step foot inside, tell the tale. Overcome the place will provide to us. We need to learn how to use them. Land extensively. Can only say without. This is the most beautiful spot. Yeah, here we go. The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We only need to learn how to use them. If only drawing a QR code was that easy. That's cool. And I wonder if that actually shows up on other people's games. They get to learn from the lauded Little Dansky. Renowned through history. Even though I didn't type the words. It's like Dark Souls. Behold dog. Okay, I'm not seeing victory here. Or any stars. Where the heck? I'm not even really seeing anything out of place. It's all rubble to me. Rubble and philosophy. Not even 10 minutes in it. And credit isn't due. Hey, look, basically every time every time you end up going for a protest, I steal somebody's credit. That's the game we're playing. Is the blame lay squarely on me? No. I'm going to give you the credit for that one, Mad Hat. For I am magnanimous and generous. I see you taking the high road. And I claim, bah, that's the only road you can see. Join the low road with the rest of us. We live as vermin under the street. I'm looking for, like, ladders or switches or innocuous rooms. Huh. I feel like the star here is something that you can find by accident. Oh, hello. Now we're talking. I think there are. So yeah, you found it down here. I found a little switch. Open a gate. And what, pray tell, lies behind it? Yet another puzzle. Do we have the tools for it? I just need one jammer. Interesting. Now, where can we get a jammer? Or more appropriately, where can we get a jammer that I can scan over there? Because I got jammers for days. They can't reach there. Claiming you for the greater good. It's probably over here. Yeah, now we're talking. Actually, maybe not the laser gun one. I have a feeling this is going to be like a thinking outside the box situation. Where I gotta get it scanning something from over here. But I can't see over the wall. Huh. Perhaps that's not the answer. Well, maybe we'll luck out and find a little hidden scanner doohickey. Or, much like everything else I do, I'm probably overthinking it and making it far more difficult than it needs to be. I'm always open to that idea. Yeah, it's over this wall. How would I get a scanner? Perhaps... Hello? There's so many closed gates. What does it mean? Okay, so where did we start the game? We started it... We're here or yonder? Maybe there's a switch around here. If I can open one wall, why not another? Well, now I'm in that tantalizing segment where I did certainly find... Oh. Alright, machine gun. I think I found the solution here. Haha! The tools have been provided. Ha 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 ha! Man, that's satisfying. There's just something to be said about just, like, puzzling out a solution when there really wasn't one before. Now for the simplest of answers. How do I get out of here? There we go. Yum. So we have 100% solved this area. Now let's tame another world. How do I get in here? Okay. I got 5 of these. 5 more, okay. Alright, hear me out. Forget going to the new world. We got stars to get. I think this is the world where I did find the star. I just didn't find a means to open the door. Isn't the star over here? No, it is not. It's behind one of these ruins. surely. Because this is like before they introduced the lengthy beams. So we only got jammers. Okay, I got the beep boop. Did I read it? Yeah, I already got this one. We're here from the star. Yeah, I was in the back, in a shed, behind some bushes. So we'll check out the circumference of this island. So as we progress, we are noticing the world is becoming a little more digitized and error-y. I wonder if at the end, that's going to be the big reveal, is basically this is entirely a simulated world meant to test the faculties of a machine, because the world has not yet ended. My hypothesis is that it is in fact still in the state of ending, and they're working on making a machine self-aware enough and decent enough at problem solving to exist, so that they may inherit the Earth. Okay, well, I was really confident as to where that was until this very moment. I'm sure that rectangle is going to be important. They always are. Bzz. It's kind of the sound of a bug zapper. Hello. So there's supposedly a paint on every level. Alright. Oh, I can just write down every single one? I hereby claim these as thoughts of my own. No one can take this away from me. Not even you, Mad Hat. My logic is unassailable. Interesting. A locked gate, hey? But where be the key? I mean, surely the star's gotta be in there, right? How else would there be a locked gate? Unassailable, I say. I don't know if this is a logic puzzle or if, like, Elohim just lost the key. It's like, oh shit, it fell out of my pocket. Man, I shouldn't have made that tower. Which I'm assuming is going to be an allegory to the Tower of Babel. It's another theory of mine. Hey, where you going? Allow me to follow you, friend. Where are we going? Now, do any of you see a key? What was the purpose of this? Madness. Maybe you retrace his steps? Like go in reverse? He's just acting super suspicious after he's hidden the key? That's right. Run through my maze, little rat, for I am Elohim, and I have lost the key again. Damn it. Maybe it's in like crab pot in the water. Guess that is the one place I haven't.
I am the words, the words. The beginning were the words.
Apparently you can drown. How can you move so fast? Because I'm a robot. And I'm just like leaning on the shift button. Like a pro. Right now we're looking for a set of keys. This game is very much a puzzle game. I found a locked door, but no associated key to go with it. Oh, hold up, hold up. One of these puzzles took a key. So, presumably, I could go do the puzzle, grab the key, not use it on that door, leave, and then use it on the door outside. Which would be awesome if I could figure out how to get inside this puzzle. Here we go. Okay, that's my theory on how to solve this puzzle. Yeah. I felt like today I was uniquely full of good ideas. It's a rare enough occurrence that I feel like it should be celebrated. I do not believe this is the puzzle, however. That did work, right? Okay. Any keys there, son? Alas, not a one. It's okay, we'll do a quick once-over. That's the door I'm gonna open. The alleged star. Now, some of these puzzles, I believe, are going to be kind of a doozy. Merely because they were hard enough to beat the first time. Now I have to, like, beat them alternatively. Boom. No such luck. Well, it ain't that puzzle. Let's see, perhaps this one. One of them had a key. Right? I'm not just making that up. And as amusing as it is to feel like I'm speedrunning these puzzles, Why is there a ladder out of there? Well, that's interesting. Oh, this is awkward. Well, I'm gonna say that's probably not the puzzle. Alas. All the windows already checked. There's gotta be more than 3 puzzles here, right? There are not more than 3 puzzles. Damn, okay. So let's look up alternative ideas of key locations. I did find the paint bucket, and I was able to graffiti the world, as is my wont. All the places to find a key. Where would I be? It's kind of crazy, too, because there's, like, very little clues. I'm pretty sure, in fact, I'm about 90% sure, that holographic, ironic that you're on a desperate search for keys. You still remember. You got me there. I swear, it's like that and guardrails. I'm cursed to just, like, everything I say. Oh, here we go. But everything I say, I'm going to regret. Basically, the opposite of what I say every time. What are you looking for? What is your purpose, sir? Did you see that? Hold up. What is the purpose of the blue man? What does he do? What does he say? What is the significance of the things he looks at? Looks over here. I'm hearing a normal amount of buzzing. Oh, that's why. Huh. Alright, version 23. What do your secrets mean? I've never known somebody who doesn't speak to speak so cryptically. So he runs up. He looks over here. Stares for a moment. Contemplates. He goes over here. Stares over here. Contemplates. Goes up here. Stares a little bit, contemplates, and then vanishes. Is this a secret? Surely not. I think that's one advantage machines have over people. Is I do not believe a machine would get frustrated at not being able to solve the puzzle. We, however, are deathly slaves of our frustrations. But why? What does it mean? Relinquish your gifts! Nope. Okay, maybe the hologram's a red herring. I believe that's what I'm leaning on. Oh, that's what the sparking sound is. Is there like a mirrored version of that place somewhere? Do you just walk in a triangle? Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, is how this game teaches without actually explicitly saying the lessons that it's trying to tell. Like, basically, it's just the puzzles are an escalation upon themselves as they get more complicated through the techniques that they try to tell. And I think that's pretty cool. As I'm someone who's particularly picky when it comes to tutorials. I hate them. They take so long. Half the time, I already know what the heck they're doing. Or what the heck I'm doing. The other half, I feel is nigh incomprehensible. And yeah, if a tutorial goes way too long, I tend to, abort. Okay, I'm at a very mild loss. I am open to suggestions. See? A robot is like a man. He loses his keys just like any other. I dare say clicking on walls is not going to be the solution. It can't be. The solution is going to be poignant, mind-numbingly obvious when we do see it. I don't know. Oh, maybe the secret's here. I mean, this is a QR code that says nothing. Is this version 23's voice? Perhaps that's important somehow? See, and the music is so dramatic. It's low and ominous. there a way to climb up on here? Well, if there is a way, it's not that. Yeah, I guess this is the only real place I haven't explored. The Great Colosseum. Whoa, number 23. Okay. Where are you going? Oh, for fuck's sake. Maybe they're going, the recordings are going in sequence? Maybe it has something to do with the tower. I mean, it certainly is a rectangle. That goes without question. Ugh. Just gotta fix my posture. That was like a full back corner I've never looked at. So is there a number 22 that I need to be following? Like, is the full sequence of recordings the secret? Well, that was interesting. Whoops. Overdone it. I can hear my guy's footsteps. Those are mine, right? I wonder if there's a horror-themed puzzle game. And I don't mean a horror game with puzzles in it. I mean a puzzle game like this, but has the themes in horror. Kind of like the dark ambient rooms. Yeah, I'm sure they got, like, escape room games. What's this? Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright, consider me baffled at the solution to this. Unless, what happens if we get a key from a different world? Is that possible? Like, we go to the place, get a key, leave the puzzle, come back to this world. Surely that can't be the solution. We're gonna try it out. Because I guess technically there's no walls as to where the keys are, right? Let's try 3. I mean, I need a star there anyway. Ah, shoot. Hopefully this isn't just like a large rendition of me not succeeding in puzzles. Locked me up, swallowed the key. And how? Wake me up before you go. There we go. Alright, moment of truth. We got a key. I will proceed to not use it. Oh! Little warpers destroy the key. It's clear I'm not the first to walk this path. In fact, the whole... Well... That tells me there's a key in World 2 somewhere. Well, I've learned a thing. Now, where's the second star? Yep, that'd be a machine gun. As a brief moment of, which one's which? Okay, this holds not the solution. Man, how could you have 2 stars? Can I go into the outskirts? Stash for later. Stashed for later. Presumably, I'd be able to... If I'm able to jump out of here... Like, keys were the big reveal in World 3. That was its thing. So... Or the mechanic it was trying to portray. And these puzzles seem to exemplify those. Trying to see if there's a way out that doesn't involve the purple door. Surely it's not going to be wall hacks. So I was looking around on Twitch, and I found out that there's, for the second game, Talos Principle 2, there's a Speedrunners League for it, which blows my mind. A lot of it did not involve solving any of the puzzles, instead of just using glitches to kind of get through the progress. But it seems kind of odd, a puzzle game used for speedrun. I think it's kind of like Portal, like you just gotta know what the solutions are before you proceed. Yeah, okay. Ah! Alright, first option, source the star. Find out where the star is. Then, perhaps we can start aiming for it? Is this like a giant clock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually liked this puzzle. Alright, I'm going to say forget stars for a moment. Let's get our Tetris pieces. I gotta bash my face into a different kind of solution for now. We'll be back, though. And then there's still this. Maybe we'll have, like, an earthquake. I mean, we're getting all kinds of puzzle pieces. You can unlock World C. You can unlock the second floor of the tower. I don't know what the stars actually open up, though. That's the big question. And also there's a shack in the back. Meta puzzles can come later. Maybe that's an idea. So on my Oculus Rift, the VR thing, I have been thinking of doing like a VR stream to see how that goes. You know, up until I get motion sick or not. But I actually have a puzzle game for it. The Observer, this is by the makers of Myst. I'm wondering if that might be a cool thing to do. Because, I mean, yeah, it's the VR thing. But it's also, you know, just puzzles. Odd esoteric puzzles. I still have grapes. Alright, computer, what do you got for me? Osiris 1. Original translation by E.A. Wallace Budge. Annotations by blank. The dying man went unto the scribe, who resided in Pre-Medjed. 1. Said, Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the... ? Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? 3. The scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time, bleh. 1. It is a likely location... It is likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In the older manuscript, it is rendered as blank, some controversy as to whether it... 3. The dead, compared with Kenti Amentiu, the foremost of the Westerners. Title was later given to Osiris. Wait, where's 4 and 5? Where's 4, first of all? Sometimes mistaken for mistranslation on the Budge's part. It's actually most certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. Got it, lyrics. Load video file. A whole bunch of views. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine. LOL. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it, granny's got it, laddie's got it, fatty's got it, happy's got it, sappy's got it. Chorus, everybody's got it, come on. Okay, what is it? Immortality.html. Yeah, it really is. And it has to do with alien abductions, too. Disgruntlomeister's Blogtasty. Okay. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease, and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it, or I've accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too, but we can't. So here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Okay. I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive, though at some cost to my sanity. I'm beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. It's possible. I mean, just because he is a voice in the sky doesn't mean he's powerful. I have no idea what's going on. Do you? Chumpy? I'm glad I get to see other people's voices. We got here. Am I going crazy, or do computer terminals have a personality? Oh, so this is probably from the first time I played, and I just forgot that it was a function. I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Thanks, version 42. Well, which puzzle first? I guess we'll go this one. So out of all the mythologies, and this is going to be somewhat sacrilegious, I am not the most into... I'm sorry, what was that called? Egypt. A window through a door. Which doesn't mean I'm completely ignorant of Egypt and, you know, Egyptology and stuff that goes into it, but... I don't know. Blasphemy! That's okay. I'm a pretty good blasphemer. Some would say a pro. Okay, so we got little zappy doos. And we got a source. And 2 reflectors. Presumably the solution should be straightforward. But I suppose it's far more complicated than it has any right to be. Oh, did I say 2? I have 1. Awkward. I see. Well, there's the puzzle piece. What does this say? I just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try to make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. Okay. I've never assumed a robot would start whining about his lot in life. Oh. Awkward. Okay. Simply had to observe. Now hear me out. What if I told you I could possibly do this? There we go. Haha! Thinking outside of the box. I'm pretty sure we had a puzzle that already did that before. Sweet. The great puzzle has spoken. Victory is mine. Let's just do a little swift peek. I do like the endless sands at the outside of this. It's kind of odd, just like... I wonder back in the day, when they were making like these giant Egyptian cities, what convinced people it was like, this is the spot in the sand I wish to make a city. I see endless waste as far as the eye can see. But this is the spot, for sure. I mean, they probably had a resource nearby. It's kind of the basis of all civilization. You know, water, food, arable land. Oops. I'm having me a thought. Huh. Perhaps not. No switches, no... nothing? I do like how this game kind of has a focus on, like, you know, the mild glitches of reality. And then, so, like, if I see, like, a little patch of glowing, or a little patch of floating grass, I'm not, like, you know, losing my mind. There are hidden dangers in this new world. I have inexplicably escaped death. Any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often? What sort of hidden dangers? Interesting. I see a terminal. We're gonna solve third wheeled, huh? We're gonna solve us a puzzle first. I'd like to think there were too many graphical bugs devs resolved, so they came up with a virtual storyline. See? I think that's genius, though. I mean, think about it. Take what you have. If it's too hard to find a solution, then goddamn. Then don't find one. Or if you can't fix all the bugs, then just, you know, make a reason. Make it in the world. I see. Well, that's awkward. Now hear me out. Let's give him as much space as possible. Oh, for Pete's sake. There, see? Now we have victory. Boom. Making it look easy. Never mind the fact I couldn't find those stars. Those didn't count. Those are mulligans. I also like how the title of the puzzle itself is a, you know, a hint towards how you solve it. Most of the time. Just taking a peek for switches and other. I am open to other. Okay. You just stick around over there. Okay, and that's what kind of puzzle it is. Nice. Let's do a cube puzzle. I don't know, I was convinced I could just speed run it. Go get him, Tiger. Show him who's boss. It's not gonna, like, destroy the cube, is it? That would be rather tragic. Freedom! Haha! Like how it shook the trees. Did not consider that. He has a reset button on his hand? Genius. Thank you, sir. Well, that was easy. I mean, if this is the best these puzzles have to offer, I mean, I guess this is just World 1 and, you know, World B. Pray tell. Now I'm really thinking about star locations. But it would seem there are none. So, moving on. Oh, we got more paint. I have traveled to the edge of the known world, though it seems to stretch on forever. Our domain is much less than we imagined. That is a good line. Said it myself. Alright, let's see what we're up against. Holy crap. Okay. Well, that is a well-guarded cube. Epitaph, child program, version 72, codenamed Samsara, terminated here. Logic program timed out. Memory dump. Final memory dump. But I was stuck. What was I supposed to... I see clouds. Oh, Samsara died. That sucks. It's like a permanent epitaph. So what convinces these robots to, well, 1, persevere. 2, to, like, cease to be. I do not understand what that accomplishes. I guess I can't go unless I can put it up. No. So I have to go underneath. So, uh-oh. Let's see, what tools do I have? Can't reach down there. Yeah, I hear your epitaph. You know, if I get to a time where I need an epitaph, I really hope it's not stupid. You can count on you? Hell yeah. Well, we'll do a few trial runs, see what you can come up with. Claimed out guardrails. Ironic that he died from a fall. Hates holding on to keys, but goddamn if he can't find one. Excuse me?
Cease!
That was a Serious Sam reference.
There were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
Thanks, Elohim. Yeah, that was a Serious Sam reference. No, you were walking on the ground, and the guardrail fell off a cliff on top of you. That would be the ultimate irony. I mean, did I ever tell you guys the story of how I once broke my ankle falling off a handicap ramp? I mean, I suppose I just told the story there, but yeah, it was coming back from a friend's house after school. I was back in high school. I lived a couple miles away from my friend's house, or yeah, I lived 6 miles away from my friend's house, but my friend lived about 2 miles away from my high school, and I used to walk back and forth. I mean, I enjoy walking, but you know, we were hanging out, some innocent video game fun, and then it just got time for me to go home. It's like, all right, cool, so I'll walk home. I'm doing that. It's dark out, but you know, I got a decent clip going on, young, energized. And then there's like this little green strip that has a handicap ramp about halfway through, but it turns like to the left, and then on the outside of it there's like a ditch, kind of, or at least just a lowering of the ground. So naturally, I'm like jogging down this handicap hill, you know, paved, and then it turned suddenly. I didn't see it, so I stepped directly into the ditch and onto the side of my foot. It hurt so bad, but I was like halfway between my friend's house and my house, and like I kind of had a choice, so I just walked home on a broken ankle. Kinda sucked. Hello again. I've been checking your responses against the library archives, and in order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Okay. Can you tell me what it is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? Wait, can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? Tree's alive. Good. Now, what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? One's disgusting. Is a frog conscious? Now we're getting somewhere. Ah! Oogie! Altogether oogie. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? Rational. Now this is a debate I have actually have. Self-awareness is up for debate, it would seem, due to the valence paradigm and experiments on those. The idea that you make decisions before you're consciously aware of them, and therefore free will doesn't exist because of that. Okay, frogs are people too. I'm rational. Exactly. And it seems you're on the right track, more or less, all along. Let's take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude 2 things. A person must be rational or self-aware. A person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are, in fact, those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Yes. Of course. I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I'm resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems to be rather elusive. What is consciousness, in your opinion? Oh, jeez. Should I be writing a... Jesus! How you doing, RoboKid? Seem to have dumped the most disgusting of creatures upon me. Consciousness is what separates us from animals. Is what it is to be like. What it is like to be me. Is the feeling and senses. Consciousness is far outside my area of expertise. Is the feeling... There we go. That hardly answers the question. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? I feel like I am secretly making this archivist become self-aware by explaining what consciousness is. So now it's going to have to it's beyond the law of physics. Is another word for the soul. It's a complex functional system. Interesting. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that, certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you when I come to any conclusions. Yeah, I think this is the story of the archive becoming self-aware, not necessarily this robot. Mutation.html. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error of the organism's central database. A variable that gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organization an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. A lot. Overwrite. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, also responsible for our very existence. You know, that is a good point, with the idea of just, mutations being errors, but it's also like different approaches to problems and how, we think things. I feel it's our ability to, reason kind of lies into how we approach problems, and then those approaches tend to, go from there. Capacity.eml. Trevor Donovan, Alexander Drennan, EL capacity. Yeah, no worries. L is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. That's a real number. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all of your project's data needs, assuming its output as you suggest. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Nice. Talking about the space of a computer, probably leading to this world. Evolution.html. Whew. Favorited by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it is an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to blank, blank, blank. Example, in response to external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, and so over time they become dominant model of that species. Individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is in part of the evolution of the species. That's why the X-Men is bogus. There, I said it. I'm willing to fight people for this. Just the fact that somebody waking up with, eye lasers, suddenly, they would have to be born with eye lasers. And I can't see eye lasers being a dominant trait, helping survival. Something about a star. Oh, interesting. How far can I go before I can't see this? Well, that's a problem. Well, a pox upon you, scanner thingy. Okay, so this is not the solution. Alas. I'll figure out that star later. Something about a star, my ass. Let's ponder this one a little bit. Let me see something. I mean, surely. Okay, that edge is very precisely placed. So, to give it the widest berth possible. Sure. Now I'm beating my face on the same solution over and over and over again. Let us see. There's gotta be a higher place I can put it. Or perhaps an extra cube somewhere? So I believe height might be the answer. Okay, I guess I'm not stopping this thing. There's probably a reflector somewhere. Like, where be the red beam? Apparently brute force is not the answer. Oh, I'm standing on my controller. Whoops. Is there a reflector on the horizon? Is that doorway significant? Let's find out. As we peek into the Temple of Osiris, I'm going to assume. No, nothing here. My solution's got to be up here somewhere. Perhaps not this one. Unless... Hold up. No. Surely not. This one does not have laser powers. Probably this third wheel puzzle. It's gotta be. Was height involved in this puzzle? There's something up high I can connect to. Well, that's one way to do it. Still trying to puzzle this one out. Ah, I see. So the reflector is a red herring. An anomaly. This guy, because all you really need is to plop it on there. But, and this is a big but. Let's see. Let's think about this one. Can't jam that. No way out. Whoa, hold up. There's a ladder there. Now, pray tell, what have I learned? Why is there a ladder here? But wait. Okay, let's take a look over here. There's got to be something. I know I'm looking for the star before I even solve the puzzle, but there's got to be something. There certainly is a ladder in there, but why? Oops. Can I jump on top of the terminal? Is there a switch? Doesn't make any sense. Can't climb the tree. Nothing in the hieroglyphics. Perhaps down below. Very interesting. Ow. Can I jump and grab the ladder? Why the heck is there a ladder in here? Hey, what's up, Lo? How you doing? Trying to solve the universe. I found a miniature mystery that I don't know if I'm prepared to solve. How's the day treating you, brother? How is work? I am bummed that I have to go in tomorrow. I'm getting that post-vacation depression. Oh, hold up. There's a low wall over there. Interesting. I guess this is as easy as solving the puzzle here. I mean, come on, I got one reflector. One little Guga. Secret's probably on top of here. Oh, maybe not. What happens if... Certainly I can't put it on top. Now this one is perplexing. That did sound particularly long. I wonder how close I can get this. I mean, he's not exactly to the wall, right? Well, that sucks. Oh. Well, drat dag nabbit. Let's see. I feel like I'm going to be finding a solution outside the thing. Or... No, certainly not. There's no way. There is no way. Okay, didn't hesitate it at all. Perhaps there's another reflector somewhere. On the horizon, in the sky. Is the great eye of Osiris himself going to guide me? So what you got going on, Lo? You playing some PoE? How's Act 10 treating you? I can look directly across here. Doing maps now? Nice. You mean the Atlas? Level 75. Damn, dude. Did you sleep? I see. I can't climb while carrying a thing, however... I can get the star. There we go. Cool. Now what? Hold up. But that's not going to solve my problem, huh? Surely there's a blue beam around here, right? No. Can't be. Unless... Alright, hear me out. This one's an oddball. Is there a cube in here? Okay, I can't grab it, but... I know this isn't going to lead to victory, but... I feel clever thinking outside the box. Okay, well, clearly star is not the puzzle. The true puzzle lies within... And it's got to be succeedable within the bounds of the puzzle itself, right? It's not going to be distance, closeness probably. That's a problem. That indeed is a problem. Same issue as before. I was wondering if I could, like, open up the scanner multiple times. Can I not see the connector? Now hear me out. If I scan it back... Can I connect it back into itself? It's a strange question. What happens when it has two beams going into it? Does it make one super beam? No, that's not what I want. It does not make a super beam. There's got to be a way I can avoid the beams entirely. Or not the beams, but the orbs. Surely. Oh, snap. Okay. I call that brute forcing. That was probably not the intended solution. I get like 0.2 of a second. But you know what? Victory is victory, nonetheless. We have succeeded. And we got a star. Huzzah. Okay, do I got like a little Googa saying I've succeeded? I have. Woohoo! All right. What do we got here? Are you serious? Okay, let's do that in reverse. I had the right solution, just backwards. Boom. We got ours, a little blowy thing. I'm excited to see what puzzles those entail. Yeah. What do I get out of this one? Computer terminal. Very well. See you in World 2. Is there a star place here? Like, do I gotta spend the stars of a previous area? Yeah, here we go. Oh. Interesting. I wonder if I spend the stars by transforming them there. Huh. Or if I can reuse them per door. Either way, let's check out World 2. Whew, 4 puzzles, and one of these. I may take a brief peek.
I see all. I know all. My power knows no bounds.
Why is there gaps in the
Yet
stars?
your will is
Oh, those are
free,
clouds.
because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
Interesting. Ahem. I have come to see that these mysteries are not all for his children to solve. Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I will gaze at his work and worship. Well, you're not getting very far, Faith.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities. Silent roads stretching for miles. The Earth from space. All dark.
That's like my dream. I love it. Oh, that was it? Just, you know. Just a glimpse into the apocalypse? Frogs are people too. Thanks, Chumpy. Alright, so we're going to read this, then I'm going to quickly take a very small break to get a cup of coffee. And we'll contemplate stars. Ooh, found ourselves some paint. I am not the first to undertake these trials, that much is clear. If you are reading this, then neither will I have been the last. I like the optimistic ones. Alright, let's read the... Am I going crazy? List. Searching locally cached resources. Science magic. Though the term science has only meant what it does to us around 600 years, its practice far precedes the name. There is evidence that pre-Aristotle, which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the like, may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when 2 wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions, delivered authoritatively, was given a name, the Forer effect. Today, it is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. Yeah, kind of like that's where all the crystal magic and stuff and horoscope comes from. It's just vague enough to be, relevant to everybody. Weight loss. Okay. Weight loss blog, latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna have all the horribly unhealthy food in this world. I'm gonna feast on jelly bananas like the crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. And you know those muffins that have so much chocolate they're basically melting? That's gonna be my breakfast. The burgers for lunch, and I'm gonna have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard with a big fat juicy patties. And then oily, thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce, olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. Now that's optimism. I guess you find out the world's ending and everybody just does what they do. Arcady Journal, 81. Fascinated by Drennan's project. Lovely conversations read The Talos Principle, Greek philosophy, relevance of current situation. Suggests naming Project Talos. Drennan refused, but the name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. I guess that is something humanity would do, is archiving the world if our end is to come. I mean, think about it. The core of the entire book, Children of Men, is what does humanity do in the face of its inevitable destruction? That book is all about, humanity lost the ability to reproduce. The youngest person in the world died in a bar fight. And, yeah. It's just inevitable death was coming. Alright, let me get a cup of coffee. I will be right back. Let's load up that burb. Boop. See, that wasn't so bad. I'm already back. Let's turn that off. And here we go. Let's take a look at puzzles. Of course, we go into the temple first. The tomb. Okay. I'm convinced there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. Okay, so I get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils, I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to, but this world of his has no context, no purpose, and no foundations from which to construct them. Dog was his name. I was not calling him a dog. But I mean, everything here I feel like is a foundation to create meaning. It's kind of short-sighted to acknowledge that nothing is there. Oh boy. Is this to be my tomb? Of course. Why not? As for gathering our tools, little by little. Feel like I'm entombing myself deeper and deeper. Easy enough. Bing, boom, blammo. Now hear me out. What are the chances I can get a little beamy guy here? 2 of them. Thank you, sir. Excellent. Just in case. There's probably a star that takes it. Ooh, this one's going to take a fan. Man on the Moon. Interesting. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. What is this going to take? Aha! Easy as pie. Easy game. Alright. Now. I guess that does offer the question. If you found out the world was ending, let's say in a year, what would you do? I mean, I guess you'd live the best you can. Probably stick with your family if you got one. Go do all the things that you didn't before. I mean, you can cram a lot in a year. Higher ground, huh? Interesting. Okay, we'll get the key. I think that one jammer is going to be... Oh, interesting. This is going to be an elaborate puzzle. I can appreciate that. It's over here. Well, I got a key, but to what door? That lies the question. Hold up. Surely not. Let's see what's over here. Well, we got bombs. Lovely. What the hell's the purpose of this room? Okay. I got a key, but no door. Unless... Pop-a-da-pop-a-da-pop. Whoa, I still got the key. That I did not expect. The heck?
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
What? If Elohim's messengers can read this, one of his flock is in need of aid. Autoresponder? The messenger must be awakened first. Oh. So they're saying no one's online. Okay. And there's the door. Lovely. Uh-oh. Epitaph. Child program. Version 10. Codename Faith. No! Faith died. Terminated here. Logic. Worshipped the designer for X days, then allowed the serpent into its heart. Final memory dumped. I asked the designer for forgiveness, that I may join him in the eternal memory. Progeny programs. Samsara and sheep. And at. Oh, okay. So he has programs made from that intellect. Interesting. So he made Samsara, sheep, and at. I like at. I guess someone meant their end here. Seems we're all connected somehow, like distant family relations. Different versions, different series. What are we? Who cares? Just be grateful we don't have to read anything more about the great designer, the Greek. The Greek. What a name. Alright. Riddle me this. If I drop this, scan that, then I can carry this guy down here. Well, this is awkward. I think I know the solution. It's just order of operation seems to be the name of the game here. So first, let's do some prep work. Let's get that guy out of sequence with the other guy. They should not be going side by side. That is the big thing. Those are the only two bombs, right? Yeah, there's another two over here. There we go. And now we look at this. We take you. There we go. Now we got plenty of time. Crap. Maybe slow going, but victory is at hand. Well, that's a problem. Interesting. Alright, so now that I'm officially on this side, go a little bit farther, bomb. Thank you. Boom. Victory was inevitable. I'm just good at figuring stuff out. You just gotta learn how to read the room. Alright, next puzzle. Now we gotta figure out the star. This place is kind of small, things considered. Ooh boy, moonshot. You must be joking. Okay. I dare say I might have figured out the puzzle. Now we get a little scanner thingy. Connect it here. Connect it there. Plop it here. Easiest thing in the world. What the hell is that? Okay, now let's start thinking stars. Surely that's the way. Is there a switch? Why is there a gate here? That's the question. Another thing I really like about puzzle games is how purposeful everything is. Okay, so that's like off the map. But yeah, it's everything has to be in the world for a reason, right? Otherwise, the puzzles would lack coherence. But the question is, how do we transcend? I mean, presumably there might be something directly across. Oh, hey, the eye wants to talk to us. Loading Milton Library Assistant. What do you got? Here's what I've been wondering while you're off carrying out commandments. You say that consciousness is some kind of functional system, arranged bits of matter in the right order, but out springs sentience. That's all very well on paper, but if what counts is that something does, not what it's something made of, then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans on strings qualified as being conscious? I mean, yeah. I think if you had the right sequence, yes, naturally. What a bizarre idea. I'll send you a notification when the signposts start complaining. Seriously, though, are the tides of the ecosystem sentient as well? Any organized system qualifies. I mean, I suppose it could. Sure. I can go with that. You're quite mad, I'm sure of it. Of course,
Do not think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair.
Sure.
Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
Of course. Well, I can't read that fast. Okay, I can go with that. You're quite mad, I'm sure of it. Of course, the alternative accounts are also ridiculous. You'd be forgiven by any reasonable observer for choosing the best of a bad bunch. How consciousness can be so intimately familiar with you, yet so obscure, I just don't understand. Don't mind him. He's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick. Stick with me, and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I'm sure there's still progress to be made. Terminating session. Okay. And I've read all these. So is the archivist the deceiver? It's an interesting thought. Can I reflect off the moon? No, I can't see the moon. I mean, certainly it has to be that gate. There's no other way. But I've got cubes. Let me borrow that. Huh. Of course I did. Okay. Well, riddle me this. What can I see from over here? If I can get a laser from there. I guess I can't get a cube in there. So, see the puzzle directly across. I don't know what I'm trying to get a laser to. Is there a scanner on the moon? Certainly not. Let's experiment. I mean, why else would they call it moonshot? Ha ha! It is the moon. Oh god, what did I do? I'm turning the moon. What the hell? The moon's flat? What the hell? What? The F did that accomplish? What? Are you beaming something at me? That unlocks some legendary moon magic? What did that do? Okay. I suppose the question is why? Man on the moon. Yeah, jeez. The heck did that solve? Same solution, very well. The heck? Alright, Elohim, what do you say now? That the moon's artificial. No lucky switches in here. Maybe it's in the temple. Still gotta get that star. Certainly not. Let me see that. Maybe if I can get another laser in there? Oh, that's not a laser thing. Can I deactivate the laser from here? Without ruining the moon? Okay. Alright, who wants to bet that this is the Moon Temple? Or the Moon Tomb? Nothing? Anybody? Nothing. See if I can liberate the third one. Oh, there was no third one. Interesting. Okay. So this does free me a little bit. Add some maneuverability of the reflector. To what end, I don't know, but... Turns out I can't see both. That's okay. If I have a laser over here. But to what end? The heck is the moon trying to tell me? Still don't have an origin of those of the star, so I can't conclusively say where I'm at or where I'm trying to go. That symbol kind of seems familiar to me. I mean, it's got to be this day. Why else would there be two things attached to it? I'm not seeing it. Because I don't even see a keyhole right now. Yeah, maybe it's on the outside. Let us take a gander. I mean, certainly the solution won't be giant obelisk, right? Great rectangle? No. Something to be said about the back door. I mean, the moon seems to be shining directly into here. Let's take a look. Higher ground indeed. I never actually imagined this game being one that maintains a that group nature, kind of like Death Stranding or Dark Souls like that. That's cool that they had a very minor one, or a minor functionality. No. Can I jam the moon? Okay, no, I can't. Alright, if I don't see a reflector or something... Or a switch. Because in reality, I just need a place to plug in the energy beam. Let's give an exploratory waggle. Nothing. 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 Tra-la-la. No reflectors there. I don't know, I'm convinced, however erroneously, that the solution might be in the other one, the other place linked to the moon in title. Yeah, Man on the Moon. Somehow the goal is to launch me into the moon. One way or another. Okay, here's what I'm going to try to do. Push the restart button on my hand. Did that undo the moon? Yes. Damn it. Okay. So let's do that again. Now the moon's turning. Hold up. There's something else I can zap on the moon. I can kind of see it. I guess it's only that. Huh. Where's that heroic music from? Probably a reference to something I do not know. There are 3 ladders, Which might be significant. Not even close. Why is this called Man on the Moon? And why is there two? Is that a red herring as well? I guess I don't control where I land. Unless... what happens if I land on the cube? I did it and achieved nothing. Lovely. What is that? Is that a reflector? Wait, what the heck is that? I dare say that might be the solution to my puzzle. Hop, 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 hop. What, pray tell? Alright, this is a large series of what-ifs, but... I gotta get to that viewfinder. I think that's the secret. How do I get up there? Surely there's not like a slightly lower place I can jump on? So yeah, that's got to be the secret. You know, hold up. This blows there. Okay. This blows. Ooh, I can land on it. Hold up. Okay, that was a little too much oomph. What happens if... Okay, let's see if I can go at a diagonal. Oh. Oh, come on, I hopped on it once. Do I have any control in the air? What happens if I do this? Or maybe a weak-ass jump? I guess there's a way to stunt it. I don't know how that worked. What happens if I go extra far? So that's the crazy part. I can see my destination. I just have to figure out how to get there. Something has to do with this crazy moon. Turns out it don't fly. Can I just skim it? Ah. Damnation. Okay. Stupid ladders. They have like a series of logic that just doesn't function. Like, you have to climb all the way with the ladder. You have to... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reset, for sure. Okay, we're gonna figure out this puzzle first. I believe cube here might be the answer. It's the only slightly higher place I got. No. Not the answer. Plan B. How do I do it? Gotta get to that viewfinder. Like, there's no elevation changes, as far as I can tell. I don't suppose one of these has a wider base. No, they're all attached to walls. Possible to just kick it out of the way? See, that's the crazy part. Once, I don't know how, but I skipped off the top of this. Oh, this is madness-inducing. Ugh. Okay, I guess it is the same sense. Crack in the wall? Is that significant? Of course not. I guess the solution isn't have the possibility of falling on the outside. Let's try this. I wonder if more stuff on the button causes more force to go into the fan. No. Whoa! How did I do that? Oh, come on now. If I jumped? So tantalizingly close. Okay, so more force on the button does not apply more power. So it would seem. Interesting thought. What happens if I put the cube on top of that? Haha! Now hear me out. Let's activate the moon. I think we have a solution here, folks. Whether this gets me the star or not, I do not know. But there you go. Cool. Now, with the viewfinder. Okay, that's not nearly as successful as I wanted it to be. Come on, cube. Can I grab it on my way over? Oh, I did knock it off. Damn it. Yeah. This one's tough. By no means do I have to solve it, but come on. You can't just have that mean nothing. Can't jam the moon. Alas. Interesting. I can take the jammers back in there. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss. I see the thing in which I need to succeed, but I do not see how I can get there. How do I get that thing? I need to find some way to get some more power into these fans. Oh well. We'll come back to it. Unless I can see something on here. Well, let's see if it affected the other side. Nope, it's daytime. Well, damnation. I'll come back for you. We'll keep going. What do we got here? List, searching cache, progress report, 9. .eml, Bob Rakowski, Neomix, Ian mailing list, progress report 9. In the basic skeleton of the simulation is now running on EL. It is not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything's ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense, or do we wait for the iteration model? Okay, so this is another clue as to we're in a simulated world. Osiris 3. The first wisdom, the scribe said to the dying man, is that the world is made of 5 elements. 1. So that the soul of man, know that, therefore, that in this life you are the heart and shadow and name, and also the Ka and Ba. Without these you will not be living being, but a thing. What is a man without a name, who cannot speak of himself? What is a man without a shadow, who is not anchored in this world? What is a man without a heart, who can neither feel nor think? What is a man without a Ka, who has no essence? What is a man without a Ba, who is not himself, but like an unformed clay? Therefore praise Osiris, the king of eternity, the lord of the everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut, he who traverses millions of years in this existence. Here the translator is clearly inserting his own beliefs into the text. Okay. Just War excerpt. Democrates alter or on the just cause for war against Indians in Juan Jeans de Sepulveda, written in 1547 to justify the Spanish conquest of the Americas. Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians in the New World, who in humanity are as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults, or women are to men. For there exists between the two a great difference, as, I might even say, between apes and men. Compare, then, these gifts to those possessed by these half-men, in whom you will barely find the vestiges of humanity, who not only do not possess any learning at all, but are not even literate, and eat human flesh. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our dominion, or domination, but to the servitude a little less harsh, it would not be difficult for them to change their masters. Okay. I don't know what the purpose of that was. I guess that's an option of a history of mankind demeaning other peoples, I guess. Alright, computer. Body and soul. But it is commonly supposed that the Egyptians believed the soul to live as long as the body continued undissolved, and therefore tried this method of eluding death. Could the wise Egyptians, said Nekaya, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? The Egyptians would doubtless think erroneously, said the astronomer, in the darkness of heathenism and the first dawn of philosophy. The nature of the soul is still disputed amongst all our opportunities of clearer knowledge, yet some say that it may be material, who nevertheless believe it to be immortal. Soma. That's another game I should be playing. Sun Wei Yang. Archidake Javensky. Names. Names are a funny thing. I remember how much we struggled to come up with the name of our project. All serious scientists name their projects by just translating them to Greek and Latin, right? Corpus made me think of some horrible disease, so we used a Greek word instead. Soma. Quite appropriate. But then, since we needed corporate funding, we had to come up with a backronym. A backronym? What is that? Corporations love backronyms, you know? They even sent us a list of buzzword-heavy suggestions just to help us get started. Stuff like self-sufficient, orthostatic, modular android, sustainable, observant, mechanized anthropoid, skeuomorphic, omni-adaptable, mobile anthropomaton. After a while, we got so frustrated that we started getting silly. Saber-toothed, overexcited murder android, sentient orthopedic monkey automaton, strange Olga's menacing assassobot. Okay. Soma. I didn't realize Soma just meant body. If you didn't know, that's what corpus meant. For any of you who play Warframe, the faction Corpus, the body. They have the other faction, the Solus, the soul. Alluding that, you know, the Corpus are the body of the civilization, whereas the workers are the soul of it. Ooh. Theory. This place is some kind of preserve for human history, and we're endangered species. Sheep. Theory. Trying to find answers will only bring pain. Ceasing to care is the only escape. Thanks, Samsara. Theory. This guy's 10 times more help than you, Samsara, so shut your face. Theory. We're in some kind of incubator waiting to be hatched. Sheep. Theory. If you knew how little you know, you wouldn't be exposing it here. Dog. There's always those detractors on the internet. You posit any thought, and they're just like, no, you're stupid, and you shouldn't even be speaking. That's how I see dog. Alright, so we took a gander on the outside. Let's go on the inside and solve us a puzzle. Sunshot. Are we going to scan the sun too? Surely that can't be the answer twice. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. Surely not. Alright, so I got 2 cubes. That is the answer. I can launch both. There is no way over, so I need this. And that. Easy answer. That looks like it could be a solution. Oh, I hate the ladder mechanics. Puts you so tantalizingly close. Alright, so 1 down. Next goes here. Hello. I figured it out. Now what, dog? Only meaningful purpose is to bring out an end of purpose. Shepherd. To bring an end to purpose. That's an interesting thought. Whoosh. Oh boy. This one looks to be a tough one. I can't crouch. That's interesting. Oh, we got ourselves a cube. To what end? There we go. Now you can grab one of those. And what? What does that accomplish? I mean, I don't even know where the end goal is. Where's the puzzle piece? Oh, it's right there. Ah, the goal is to turn that off. Noted. Pushing the cube around won't solve anything, would it? I gotta turn that off. Why is there a ladder there? How do I get in? Interesting. Man, the random ladders. That drive me nuts. So that's easy to turn off. Zoom. What happens if I put a cube in the circle? Go. That achieved nothing. Nothing, 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 tra-la-la. Another ladder, you say? Interesting. What's back there? Okay, hear me out. Oh, well, okay. Gotta find some way over it. Is
The
anybody...
counsel of my blessed messengers must be earned.
Are you telling me that I don't get any help? So I got 4 fans, really. Or 3. What is this? No messenger will aid you until you have discovered their resting place. Return here, then seek their counsel. Wait. As in, like, when I find an epitaph, that person can help me? Well, now what? Riddle me this. Could two of them... So I have a feeling I want to go in the back row. Now hear me out. Now what? Hurt. That was a good thought. We'll try it one more time. Once again, I am brute forcing this puzzle. Oh, I figured it out. At least how to beat this one. I need all the fan blades. Whoosh indeed. Thanks. I got it. But now, to find out what's on the other side of this. I mean, surely. Yeah, I can only go so far. What happens if I stack these? I cannot. So that's the biggest bummer. I can't jump on a double stack of cubes. But there's something back there. Why else would there be a ladder? Yeah, there's a ladder right there. So presumably... Oh, well, there's the thought. Where's my other cube? There it is. It's a shame I can only put those flush. But what if... No, there's no way this is gonna work. Correct. Can I put a cube on top of a fan? No, but I can put a fan on top of a cube. At least I was able to. Oh, the puzzles, Duke, the puzzles. Could there be... Interesting. Now riddle me this. Oof. Damnation. You know. Now riddle me this. You are also on a cube. Right? If I can find a way up, like a third cube, perhaps. Might be able to find a way back there. Well, let's take a gander over here. Alright, well, I'll be back. Let's do one more puzzle before I head off to bed. Whoosh, indeed. The entranceways are huge here. Blown away. Oh, jeez. I see. Well, there's the star. Oh, jeez. Okay, I see three things that are interesting. Firstly, I see red. Okay, we got cube powers. Easy answer done. Very well. Hard answer go. I'm willing to bet it has to do with that scanner being on this cube. Whoa. There's a blue beam out there. Interesting. Well, I did say one more, but see what we're up against. There's got to be a red beam in here, surely. Eagle's nest. Okay. So turning off the blue beam is going to be the priority here. See what we're up against. Well, this one's a little tough. Unless we consider one thing. Okay, hear me out. Give myself a whoosh. I land there. As an eagle has to fly into his nest. I'm assuming it's there. Try that. Maybe the force of me landing on it's too much. Try one more time. Oh yeah, way too far. You know, there's a much easier solution. What? Well, that's interesting. Well, how do I go over there? That's interesting. How do I get the cube in there? Perhaps I do this? No. Eagle's nest, eagle's nest. This is a chin scratcher. There's no red beam in here. Oh, that drops. Okay. Now, riddle me this. Might as well do this. The messenger must be awakened first. I don't know what that means. So one thing that activates is when I do this, a portal is temporarily disrupted. So, theoretically, how do I quickly get over there then? Is there a way to temporarily disrupt this flow? I think I have the solution. I just need to jump off the damn cube. Oh. Plan B. Plan B. Okay, that didn't buy any more time. Interesting. I think it's my proximity that's the problem. Surely. I was closer. Maybe there is something to be said about that. Cool. Are you serious? That wasn't the ideal solution I was looking for. Okay, so what am I thinking? I'm thinking if I'm on here, put fan on, it launches. Put second cube, it launches. I launch. Jump over. No. There's got to be a delay somehow. No, the goal is I gotta get inside. I gotta get a cube inside the nest, as it were. Maybe the launch isn't the solution. Maybe. Hey, maybe there's not another tool I'm not looking at? I mean, surely there's no way for me to launch it, catch it. Huh. Just a cube inside. I've already tried it, but... Okay. Too slow. I will solve this. Damn it. Let's take a gander at something. Okay, I can't even fathom it.
If the answer does not come to you, do not despair. The worlds of my garden are many.
Don't you patronize me, Elohim. Okay, so I got 3 seconds. Maybe it has something to do with the delay. It's gotta. If I go with it, I probably already tried this, but... yeah. Trying futile solutions just helps me think. I guess I didn't knock it. Unless... ha! Huh. Pretty sure I brute forced that one, but I'll take it. I don't know what I did differently, so I can't really say I solved that puzzle. GG indeed. That's all it takes to beat a puzzle game. Is just find a solution. It doesn't need to be the solution. Okay, so Riddle me this. There's got to be a red beam somewhere. This was nothing but blue. So let's take a gander. Yep, gotta get that star. Okay, so it's gonna be over here in this little temple district. Sunshot. Oh yeah. Well, this isn't it. This does have a red beam, however... there's no warper there. So pray tell, where am I going to get the red beam? This is the star level. Now this is going to be like some elaborate thing so that I can unlock this door. Where the heck am I going to get a red beam? Is it connected to the sun? No, they wouldn't do that twice in one level. Unless there's like a giant sundial? That might be optimistic, though. Whoa, hello. Now we're talking. Aha! Victory! I am so smart. SMRT. Woohoo! Ha 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 ha. Oh, got nothing to say, computer? World 3 solved. And it posited itself as a challenge. Ha 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 ha. I need 3 more. And then this unlocks 3 more puzzles? Interesting. We gotta unlock this bad boy. There's just worlds of puzzles. There we go. I've unlocked the arrow. I have no idea what that is. Alright, let's gently poke our nose into World 3. Yeah, still gotta figure that one out. World 4, I should say. Getting all kinds of blocks. Alright.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you.
Thoughts
Why
crossed my
you
mind.
can reach eternity only through struggle. But have faith, for these trials serve the betterment of your kind.
Alright. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so we'll get this a read. Osiris 6. Knew it was the truth. Now I will tell you of the many perils you will face in your journey through the Duat. Listen well, for the challenges that lie before you are great, and if you do not prove yourself worthy, you may never reach the eternal reed fields of Osiris, and you may be lost forever. From the second death there is no awakening. The scribe brought forth the great papyrus, and carefully unfolded it before the dying man. And the dying man beheld that it was a map of the Duat, showing the many paths that led to the Tower of Anubis, where his heart was to be weighed. On each of the many paths which threaded through the Duat like infinite threads woven through the Neath, by Neath, there were marked the dangers that the traveler must face. Also there were great walls of iron that none but the gods could cross, and gates made of the purest light, and so the traveler could not avoid the trials that had been decreed, and they could only proceed towards the tower by proving his worth, thus earning the key to each sacred gate. Okay, so this is kind of what we're doing. We're going through puzzles to, reach the eternal reed fields, I guess. Chatlog Charlie. Flower 4. Man, you know what really freaks me out? What? The human body decomposes quite quickly, so all the information stored in chemicals in your brain will be gone really quickly. Dude. But computers and books last a long time. So all our messages, our ideas, our books, it'll all be out there. Our porn. Even being transmitted through space. Yeah, our porn too, I guess. Will all be gone. But the works of Aristotle will still exist. So will Star Trek, Firefly, Babylon 5, Loter, and Blade Runner? Cyber Blank of Planetron 6? Byron. Shakespeare, Byron. Hell, even video games. Overdrive 3, Seattle, Dutch Cascade, The Mountain. What the fuck, dude? Yeah. Imagine if aliens find those. Okay. I guess he's just acknowledging porn titles. Archive continues to grow, attempting to maintain a semblance of order, as difficult as expected. Lost 7 people this week. Statistically speaking, trend should increase. Must focus on realistic goals. Too little time to grieve. I wonder what's killing humanity. They just seem to be dropping dead over time. Oh, yeah, we got ourselves a bucket. Well, if we got a bucket, we got a message. I feel like I've been struggling with these problems for days. Has it taken you this long? Oh look, another puzzle, and another voice telling me I'm special, and another broken down computer with fragments and nothing. This world is a bad joke, perpetuated by a cruel god too dumb to hit the off switch. Well, dog seems as charming as ever. I'm just glimpsing before I have to go to bed. Epitaph, Child Program V17, codename @terminated here, fatal flaw in series firmware. Memory diet. Loft short. Progeny programs. Oh, made dog. Ooh, more story.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. You have the capacity to remember.
Interesting. Puts a lot of value on memory itself. What's this? The burning heart always looks to the highest peak. Uriel. Oh, that's gotta be a clue. Well, that's it for me tonight. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I gotta be somewhat awake. This game is awesome. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. I know it can be kind of maddening to watch me try to figure things out. But yeah, if you guys seem to beat this before I do, let me know. But with that, I'm going to call it quits. Oh, hey. Oh, Canophora. It fears of struggle. Nice. But with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Night, Lo. Hope you have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Take it easy.